Hi, my name is Joe Poliak with Keller Williams Real Estate, and today I'm being joined with Lisa Silverman, decorator guru. Thank you so much for joining us, Lisa. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming by. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
So I want to start, this is going to be a multi-part series with Lisa and I want to start today's video with a little bit about your history, kind of your personal story and how you got started, because I believe that I've heard the story already, and I believe that it's very relevant to a lot of my first-time home buyers are making a consideration between, do we buy something turnkey, or does it make sense for us to buy something that maybe is considered like a fixer or needs some work that we can remodel and update and make it our own, and at the same time build a little bit of equity. So tell us a little bit about your history, how you got into this, and the Hillsborough house story.
Okay,
please.
Great. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it very much. So about 15 years ago, bought a house in Hillsborough. Was very depressed, needed a lot of work, very 70s, but the bones were great, and I wasn't afraid to just dive in. And I knew through my life there were certain elements that I always wanted to use in a house. So we got the house. My family thought I was crazy because it was so depressed, but we looked past the darkness, and it was very stuck in the 70s, and I redid the house. And after I redid the house and used the right elements and colors, and it felt great, my friends were like, why don't you do this for a living? And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't think I could do this for a living. So it took me about 6 months to get my confidence. And my girlfriends, about 5 of them, were really behind me and said, you've got to do this for a living. It looks so professional, and it was done really well. So that's how I got started. And the house became very happy. And we used a lot of elements at the time, which was granite, natural travertine, and some other things, can lightings and stuff at the time that were really up and coming.
Tell me a little bit more about, like, detail, just a little bit about kind of what you did. Like, you worked with contractors,
yes,
and you were kind of like managing everybody?
Yeah,
or?
So I'm basically a project manager. That's what I do. I have a really great team of people that support me in my work, and are perfectionists in what they do. And so I had a contractor that I had bought a house from a few years before, and he did a lot of the work for me. And so, and since then, I've created an even stronger team with professional painters, finishers, contractors, hardwood floor people, and painters and installers. And so when you work with me, I have a package behind me that supports what I do to implement the design.
Tell me a little bit, so let's say you're giving some advice to first-time home buyers, or maybe even just move-up buyers, or whatever, people who are buying a home and they are considering buying a fixer property, or property that needs work, depressed home, as you say, and want to update it and make it theirs. What are some advice that you can give them, or some ideas that you have for them?
Well, first of all, I think that's a great idea, because when you buy a fixer-upper, well, you would know this better than I, you can get it more at a better price point usually, because people feel overwhelmed with, wow, I got to fix this up, and they don't know where to start. But the positive is that they can make it their own with some help from a professional if they're afraid. And most people need to just see what they like, figure it out, and have someone come in and help them implement those things. I like the fixer-upper idea because you can create what you want. And like you said, the equity comes in when you redo the bathrooms and you redo the kitchens. That's where the money goes. So that's really key to fixing up a house. I think those are the most important areas to create that equity.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for
coming
in today, Lisa. As I mentioned, this is going to be a multi-part series, so we'll be joined again by Lisa for some future episodes. Again, my name is Joe Poliak with Keller Williams Real Estate. This is Lisa Silverman, decorator guru, and you can find both of our contact info in the description box below, or somewhere plastered around where you're watching this video. Thanks again.
Thank you.